said, when I hear you speak to me in those words, it's so beautiful and nourishing to hear. But at the same time, I am aware that when I'm called an inspiring person or a brave person, what I would like to send the message for and out there is bravery in a journey is actually the easier option. As human beings, lots of stuff happens to us all the time, and you're faced with awful, awful experiences in life. We all have been there. And actually to choose a path where I crumbled and fell, that would have been easier. That would have been harder. Because to crumble and fall, the fear is that you're never going to get back up. And it's a dark place to be. To choose bravery is actually easier. And I think we all do it. We all choose the path that you just get on with it. I mean, I haven't heard of somebody I have rarely heard of someone going through a cancer diagnosis who didn't do it with bravery. Because ultimately, when shit hits the fan, when things get really bad, you just get on with living. You just make the easy decision, which is to accept and to go forward. And I suppose the inspiring thing is that all of us, and a condition of us being human, is that we want the easier option. And what I'm suggesting here is that bravery is the easy option. And that the human spirit is resilient, because we see awful things happening around the world all the time. And we don't see people crumbling and falling as much as we do, rising and shining on a very communal level. Women and children and men getting through their day-to-day life. That's my perception. And I just feel like it's part of the human condition. And I'm grateful that bravery is a part of that human condition, and that we all have the ability to choose it, because it's certainly made it easier for me.
Yeah. Look, you obviously you look at life through incredible lenses, and to hold that perception and that belief, which does have a lot of truth to it, you're able to do that because of the lenses that you look at life through. Because I could assure you that not everybody is able to do that with such ease. And it probably feels that way for you because you are able to do that. And I'm sure there's a lot of truth in that. When you do get ill, you don't have a choice. You just got to get on with it if you value life. But yeah, it doesn't mean it's easy, and it doesn't mean that it's easy to action the steps. And
Absolutely.
I think that's the difficult part, and that's the inspiring part with your story, is the ability
easy
to action all of those things. Which is why a lot of people just go the 100% medical route, because it is there's a lot less actioning on their behalf.
Yes, but it's beautiful in that way too, because the actioning is for them going through
Totally
100%.
Oh, there's no right and wrong in treatment pathway. That's for sure. Now, I just want to end on a question. Now, we've given a lot of great takeaways from today that people could action in their life. But my mission is really to help people live a well and connected life. So with that, what's one piece, I know there's many, but one piece of advice that you've learnt that you could offer the listeners to help them do this?
To help them
live a well and connected life.
The question that comes to my mind, that is a great place to start. The question to ask yourself is, when you're at home alone and you're being you, and you know that if someone walked into your house and saw you do something at your worst, what is that? What would you not like other people to see and to write about? What would you not like for people to see about you if they were a fly on the wall? And then get a really good sense of that day-to-dayness of being you that you are shrouding with not wanting other people to see.
Mm.
And whatever that is, treat it as your beautiful shadow that just needs a little bit of attention and light to shine on it so that you can expose it more fully to yourself so it's no longer hidden, even to you. And then let that be a source of your own compassion toward yourself. And the softer we speak to ourselves and the more self-acceptance we have to those shadow places is where the softness of being comes from and where the strength to rise comes from. And show to yourself what it means to love. Be the best lover. Be the partner to yourself that you always wanted in the other. And get clear with what that means. And I guess strengthen the relationship.
Beautiful. And that comes back to, your comment earlier in this conversation about self-love. Yeah.
Yes, and how do you show that to your children? I know that when my daughter says, "Mummy, I love you," I've started saying, "Thank you, darling, I love me too." And then, we talk about how the reason she loves me so much is because I love me.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying I'm completely there yet, but I've got to do it. I've got to fake it till I make it, and I've got to keep practicing how to model that so our next generation can have a chance at doing that too.
Yeah. I think we're unfortunately out of time.
Beautiful.
I'd just love to keep this conversation going, and there's just so much that has come out, and so many themes that we've explored, and we didn't know where it would go, but in sharing your story, it really does. Like, sharing a story has so much impact on those around and so much healing impact for oneself. So thank you so much for your time today and sharing your story. And it's really personal story, and so we so appreciate you being able to share that. And some of the lessons that you've learnt from that people can apply into their life, whether it be their work life, their health, or their relationships. And then how you really drove home that message of connection is medicine, which is so close to my heart, and I truly, truly believe it to be true. So thank you so much for everything that you've given us today.
Thanks, Lisa.
Oh, pleasure. So thank you everyone who's tuned in for today. I'm Lisa Entwistle, your host and the founder of Wealthy Living. I'm an integrated life, clarity and wellbeing coach, a workplace wellness consultant and an event facilitator and host. To find out a little bit more about my services, you can connect with me online at www.wealthyliving.com.au. And to connect with Nathalie, you can go to...
For international people, you can go to www.lanternleague.com, and that is a public speaking club for kids that we operate globally. And in Australia, untameyourvoice.com is where I go into the nitty-gritty of connecting with yourself whilst public speaking.
Fabulous. So I hope you enjoyed the episode today, that you got some inspiration out of it and some great takeaways. So until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.